Apple has threatened to withhold Twitter from its Apple App Store, but won't tell us why. So this is what they do. This is called monopolies. This is Glenn Greenwald weighs in. He says, this is exactly how Parler was destroyed for its refusal to obey the censorship orders of the D.C. Democrats. Apple and Google removed the app from their stores, crippling Parler. Threats of doing the same to Twitter have clearly been raised. It's an insane abuse of monopoly power. And it is. That should piss you off. But it doesn't. The shitlibs on Twitter and all my friends who vote Democrat are probably thrilled. So here, this is good. This guy Luther, he's going to explain to us that there's a remedy for this that Elon Musk could actually support, and it's called. Should Twitter support the passage of S2992 and S2710? Those are bipartisan bills to curb the self-dealing by companies like Apple. So those are bills that are going to rein in the monopoly power of companies like Google and Apple doing the exact thing to you. And so they're saying you should run a poll and ask people if they support this, because Elon doesn't. S2710 deals directly with app stores, and S2992 gives additional strength to antitrust enforcers to curb types of self-preferencing that extend beyond the app stores. Both bills would establish powerful counterbalances against the dominant app stores, Apple and Google, by prohibiting egregious acts of self-dealing by the largest gatekeeper tech companies. For example, they'd be compelled to carry alternative app stores where the tax could be lower. Here's the story of what happened to Parler. It began when AOC, using the liberal pro-censorship group, whatever this is, SLPNG Giants, they publicly demanded Apple and Google remove. Could you go to their Twitter and see what it says their bio says? This SLPNG Giants. They publicly demanded Apple and Google remove Parler from its stores for failure to censor. It worked. Liberals abuse monopoly power. And here it is. Here's AOC tweeting out, "Good to see this development from Apple. Google Play, what are you going to do about..." So they got rid of Parler. And she's like, that's great. Now she's pressuring Google to get rid of them. There's the tweet. There it is. What does it say?
A campaign for media, advertising, and social platform accountability.
Ha ha! So I'm going to guess it's funded by a billionaire Democrat, George Soros, or something like that. And they're there to just do partisan hackery. And this is part of it. In case anyone is questioning whether Google and Apple are really monopolies in the classic sense of antitrust law, it is the formal position of the Democratic-led House Antitrust Committee, and now with major GOP support, that they, along with Facebook and Amazon, are monopolies. The Democratic House Antitrust Committee says they are. There are 2 bills pending in the House that would curb this kind of abuse. We just told you about them. Many Republicans support it. But as usual, Jim Jordan, who talks a game on Fox about big tech, but then blocks all the reform to serve Google lobbyists. So Jim Jordan, Republican, right? Yeah, that's that guy who got caught up in that scandal. The wrestling scandal, Jim Jordan. Let me look. Yeah. How could he block big tech how could he block that reform though if they weren't in control? I wonder how that's interesting. But there you go. That's how they do it. So they're trying to get rid of Twitter altogether. That's their move. That's their power move. And Apple has also stopped advertising. on Twitter. That's another story we're going to talk about next. But here they are trying to get rid of Twitter. Just like they got rid of Parler. You like living in capitalist monopolies? Because that's what we're living in. And they're fighting a billionaire. The richest guy in the world. Hey, everybody, we're doing live stand-up shows in Los Angeles at the Two Roads Theater, December 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And also will be March 5th in Tempe, Arizona, April 21st, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Milwaukee and Nashville in April. Those tickets will be on sale soon. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets and become a premium member while you're there. You get all our videos unedited.